I'm AidanMCJ. Today we have another absolute banger of a video in the form of this Toyota Soarer 1JZ twin turbo. Low 300s, but it's going to be absolutely sick. So stay tuned. Okay guys, so we're joined by the owner of the Toyota Soarer. He's going to tell us a little bit about the cars. You'll probably notice that Jake has been on the channel quite a few times, especially in the funny moments videos. He's going to tell us a little bit about the car. So, when was it introduced?
So this is a 1991 model. It was made over in Japan. It's an import. As far as I'm aware, you can only get the 1JZ twin turbo in the Soarer in Japan. You have to import them in. They did them over here, which was the Lexuses. They was the V8 ones. But this is a 1991 model, and it was over in Japan for 7 years, and it came over to here in 1998.
Oh right, okay. So
it's been over.
Spent more of its life over here than it has in Japan.
Yes, it's basically a UK car at this point, just without the rust. Funny enough.
Oh, right, okay, yeah. We actually did check the bodywork and stuff. It looked all right, didn't it?
It's a very well looked after Soarer before my ownership. No, I'm joking. It's fine, but it's now a very well looked after Soarer. So it's completely rot free underneath. It's never been underseal as well. It's factory underseal. It's a great car. I'm not going to lie to you.
Why did you buy this car in particular? Because you've had a lot of cars.
A lot. I worked it out the other day. It was 100. It was just over 100. I think 103.
Right. So we'll be bringing you a podcast of that soon as well, going over all of Jake's cars and what got him into cars as well. But back to the video anyway.
Yeah. So I've had a lot of JZ powered cars, mainly the 1JZ VVTIs. This is a non-VVTI. I had a lot of JZ, VVTI cars. Let's say it was the Altezza that was 1J swapped, and then I had the JZX 110, which my friend now owns.
Yeah, we
had that
did
one.
Tiny little bits of video on that, but we didn't get much of it.
I've had let's say a few JZ cars and a lot of real job cars just in general. I've had a lot of Lexus, a lot of Toyotas, V8s, 1Js, a lot. But what brought me to this is I had, you guys wouldn't know, but I had my very first car, believe it or not, I had a E30 316 with an M50 engine swap. I built it all up, it was great, so I enjoyed it, and I got offered a trade, a Partex deal on that to have this. And being 1J, it did not disappoint me in the lightest, and with all the engine work it had done and all the servicing, it was a no-brainer really for me to snap it up. It's pretty much come, majority as it was, bar a few things like the wheels and some other bits and bobs.
Yeah, we actually changed the wheels the other day, didn't we? So
yeah, I might have a photo.
What came on the actual car? What wheels were on the car?
It had some basically work wheel, like Meister S1 reps.
Okay.
That was good. I mean, the only reason I fitted these is because I already had them at the time, and they had legal tyres on all around. As you can imagine, this very fun car, and the rear tyres were pretty much like semi-slicks at this point.
Yeah, they were.
Well, you saw them yourself.
Yeah.
So I had to change them for them, but I think the gold works well with the green.
Yeah, I thought this as well.
Yeah, in this engine bay itself, everything is virtually stock other than the aftermarket strut brace, the HKS air filter, the turbos are the stock turbos, but the boost has been turned up to 1 bar, which is 14 psi boost.
Okay.
It's had the APR head studs, and that's it for aftermarket applications. Oh, sorry, the Jap speed radiator. As for mechanical, it's had, all because of a water pump failure, it's had an OEM water pump, Uprated hoses, silicone hoses. It's had new OEM head gasket, APR head studs. It's had the front and rear main seals changed for OEM. It's had the camshaft seals changed, it's had the stem seals changed, it's had the head ports redone, and also where the valves sit, it's had them redone. The head's been vapor blasted as well before it all got put back together. The engine was out for this because it had a automatic transmission cooler, because it is auto unfortunately, automatic transmission cooler and an uprated transmission as well for a bigger power. The bloke who the chap who got the car off, I think he wanted to push big power out of it. So, but yeah, it's had virtually every gasket, every seal, everything that's 20 years old needs replacing done. So it's basically like a refreshed engine, if that makes any sense.
Yeah,
the only thing that hasn't been touched is the piston rings and the bottom end, as these cars are pretty much bulletproof. Yeah. The only reason that work got done in the first place was just because maintenance. While you go to take the engine out apart, you might as well do everything while you're there.
Yeah, you may
it
as well
makes
get it all
sense.
done at the same time.
Makes sense. Has a welded diff, BC Racing coilovers, which have done less than 500 miles all round. Obviously, the Java design wheels all round at the moment. I do like these wheels. I put them on there, and I wasn't sure it would look right. It made it look right, to be honest. It made the car look a lot better. Okay. It does probably need lowering a bit. Full Vertex body kit.
Makes it look a lot better, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Taking a couple of chips and stuff with you doing the drifting and stuff.
Yeah, like the paintwork. The paintwork's completely, apart from the body kit itself, the paintwork on the rest of the car is 1991 paintwork.
Yeah.
If you look at it, it has been machine polished. You look at it, it's immaculate. There's no real, like car part dents or anything. It got well looked after.
What exhaust have you got on the car?
Oh, so the exhaust is, it's had the decap removed. It's full straight through, unfortunately, all the way back. It's a 3-inch TIG welded catback exhaust with shotgun shells.
Nice.
So it's quite.
It does sound pretty mean as well.
It does. It did have a HKS back box, which I've still currently got because the car is very loud. But it, as soon as it changes gear, it shoots some fat flames out the back, which is what everyone wants and what everyone likes.
Yeah. And then you were on about before when in the future you're going to change the gearbox to a manual as well.
Yeah. So my plans was with this car, because it's automatic, I was going to do a conversion on the gearbox. So I was going to put a PMC conversion kit in there, which is your adapter for your clutch gearbox.
Yeah.
I was going to use an E46 330D gearbox, which are the strongest ones, and a custom made prop shaft. Obviously I was going to use a Willwood pedal and other bits, just a manual soppy base to be reliable and handle the power, because these are quite powerful.
Yeah. So, well, that's pretty much it, guys. So shall we take it out for a spin and see what it's like? Okay, so for the sake of continuity, you can see that it's a little bit brighter now, and obviously we've changed outfits, not majorly, but a little bit. So yeah, for the sake of continuity and keeping everything as transparent as possible on the channel, this is a week later, because on the last time that we were out, we were running on a very strict time schedule. I had a look at the footage. It was very grainy, and I didn't want to bring that kind of footage to the channel. I wanted everything to be nice, sleek, and all that. Without further ado, let's go. Let's go. And then Jake can show you how to drive it properly. And we're going. We're off. Absolutely love the sound of this car. Oh my god, it sounds absolutely heavenly. Oh.
Feels weird, sound the matches.
I bet it does, yeah. So let's speak about the things that we didn't speak about. So the bonnet, let's move on to the bonnet. So the bonnet is not the stock one.
No, well, the bonnet is a stock one, but it's been modified.
Right,
it's
okay.
had a D-Max, sorry, it's had a D-Max, it's had a D-Max.
D-Max,
It's had a D-Max bonnet vent added in, so a fiberglass vent, and it's had some holes drilled and smoothed in where the air filter is, just for better airflow.
Yeah.
And obviously the body vent's just for cooling, as you see when we park them sometimes. The heat comes out the obviously bonnet, lets the engine bay heat dissipate.
So we have a couple of gauges in here as well. So we have a boost gauge, all AEM, I'll get there, AEM boost gauge, AFR gauge.
It's AFR, yeah.
Yeah, and then we have the oil tank gauge. Right, okay. We have an uprated fuel pump, don't we?
Yes, we have a Walbro 255 fuel pump.
Okay.
As you've heard, when you turn it on, it's quite loud.
Very loud, yeah. Keeping it going.
It's an in-tank pump. It's no fuel cell or swell pots or anything, but it's quite loud for an in-tank pump.
Yeah.
But like I said, the fuel tank is literally right behind the sugar.
Going around this roundabout, I have to remember that the indicators are actually on the right-hand side and not the left-hand side like the Volkswagen. Yeah, and we also have miles per hour on the clock, don't we?
Yes, it got converted. I'm not sure when I got the paperwork, but it has been converted just for ease, I think, because it's so confusing trying to work out
the kilometres an hour to miles per hour.
100%, yeah, it's a nightmare. So it has been converted, so the mileage is 136,000. It's a mix of kilometres and miles.
Yeah,
that makes any sense.
That's a little bit of a pull. It's so smooth. It's so smooth.
You see it then?
Yeah, so you wouldn't have seen that, but a guy just did that out of the window when I was doing a bit of a pull. Because everyone likes the 1JZs, whether it's a Soarer or anything else.
Chaser.
Or a Chaser, yeah, JZX 110.
Chaser, 100. So 100, 110, about both.
Yeah.
90, the older 1Js, which is what's in here.
Yeah.
So
We'll be actually doing a podcast with Jake on all of his cars because he's had, I think, over 100, you said?
Unfortunately, yeah, about 103.
103
Actually,
cars.
I'll have to sit down, write a list and realise why I'm financially...
We'll do that a little bit later. And we'll work that out for the podcast. That'll be coming soon, but I've got to make sure everything's in a good place and everything works nice and good, so it's a good video for you. Oh, I love this car. The amount of go I give it is absolutely nothing compared to what Jake's about to show us. So let's see what this thing can do with an actual driver behind the wheel. We're in normal mode just at the moment. You'll probably switch it into power mode in a little bit. We're running a little bit lower on brake horsepower today, aren't we? Because of slightly different fuel. Because he couldn't get 99, was it 99?
99, I had to use 97.
Yeah, he had to use 97. It's mapped to 99, so we're just a tiny bit lower. It doesn't like it so much compared to the 99.
The AFR gauges are still decent. It just
it
probably doesn't do it all the time. It's just every now and then it's a little bit.
This is the first time it's ever been run on 97.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But it's only a little bit in the tank left, and then we'll be putting 99 back into it when we get back as well. Yeah, I think I was maybe on like 25% power.
Yeah, possibly. I didn't see your foot go. In all honesty though, you can hold this throttle at literally 10% and you can cruise type thing. But you don't have to, the throttle's very touchy on this.
I think I was a bit of a pussy, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. I was trying to be less cautious than last time. And
I think it feels faster than Hashie as well.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Maybe. Oh god.
Unfortunately, being a Sunday, there's
a lot of Sunday drivers and stuff, which is a bit sad. But hopefully we'll get a couple of decent pulls in. This car sounds absolutely incredible. I'm not gonna lie, guys. If I had the money to buy this car off Jake, I would. The automatic gearbox, because of the exhaust that's on it, almost sounds like a DSG, doesn't it?
Almost, yeah.
I think it sounds a bit better, to be honest. Not gonna lie.
Sounds very DSG parts.
Yeah. We've got a little bit of a rattle.
That's from the piece of, it's probably a piece of the rear tyre, because the rear arch hasn't been rolled, because
Yeah.
touch the body, probably a bit of tyre just flicking on the
Right, okay. So we got JDM noises.
Yes.
And people normally choose this. Is it this top end and the bottom end off the 2JZ, or is it the other way round?
No, so they use the bottom end off the 2J,
Yeah.
and the top end off one of these, or the VBTIs.
Yeah.
Next something called 1.5J, which is meant to be the most strongest cable out of the lot.
Yeah.
Because obviously you'll use the bottom end, which is the 3 litre bottom end, and then you'll use the 2.5 litre head. And I'm not quite sure how it's worked, I've never had one myself. I just know it's meant to be the best combination.
Yeah. I know AidanMCJ did that on his channel as well.
Yeah, in his E36 comp car, I believe.
Yeah. And that, oh, what a car that is. AidanMCJ, if you're ever watching, he's never going to be watching any of my videos, but if you're watching, I'd love to come over the States and do a video with you, because that would be great. But yeah, so these engines are incredibly capable and sound absolutely awesome.
There's people watching that.
Absolutely awesome as well. So if I could, I'd buy one of these. I prefer the Supra, but this is supposed to be a more luxurious version of the Supra, aren't they?
That's what it's sold as. Obviously,
Yeah.
you've got the electronic dash,
Yeah.
all the other bits. Like I said, they're pretty much a Supra underneath. Same diffs, same drive shafts. I believe they're exactly the same wheelbase length.
Yeah, pretty much the same chassis.
Yeah, but obviously this was meant to have. It's meant to be like, you know, business respect to have all the, you know, electrical leather seats in it originally.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if there was heating, but obviously it's 1991. So for it to have an electronic dash and still be working, honestly surprised me.
Yeah.
It's like a poor man Supra basically.
Yeah. Days. Absolutely love the sound of this car. At some point as well, you'll be hopefully in the near future, but it might be a little bit further in the future, you'll be teaching me how to drift as well, won't you?
Hopefully at some point when the stars align.
Yeah, when I get a car that I can actually build for drifting, because I do want to get into drifting. I want to do some rally experiences, some drift experiences. I want Jake to teach me how to drift, because you used to do it for competitions and stuff, didn't you?
I think I did the one odd competition, mainly for fun more than anything, drift
Yeah.
days. I do enjoy it, it's very costly, you can imagine.
It's very expensive.
I've been building JDM cars and drifting and building a European car as well, like what, 10 years now.
Yeah.
And it's just got to the point where it's getting
Very costly. Yeah.
Yeah, if I would have kept a car, then it probably wouldn't be so bad. I'd probably have like a really high spec car by now, like that I wouldn't really worry about.
Yeah.
But at the moment, because I was young and dumb and still are, I just want to change cars like this business. So it costs me a lot of insurances, redoing bits like coilovers, obviously coilover as well, diff, suspension mods, seats, harnesses, steering wheels, like just doing that with every single car.
Yeah. So we're probably. Jake said the probably one of the best cars to get is something like a 36 compact, didn't you say?
Any A36 or 46, could be compact, touring, saloon, anything along the lines, just reliable.
Yeah.
And it's just still quite cheap. They are going up in price, they're still quite cheap. If you want Jap, not reliable, decent IC, as you said, AidanMCJ, we go with the 350Zs, like, they just go all day long.
Oh yeah, exactly.
They hot that button now, man's business.
Yeah. easy with the handbrake. With it being automatic, it's obviously not as easy as just dumping the clutch, is it?
No. I mean, Gary did a really good job then.
Yeah, Gary did a really good job then. And then obviously we're back to normal driving.
On private roads and everything.
Yeah, private roads. Mexico, we're in Mexico. So yeah, you can see, as Gary was showing us, it's fully capable of going sideways round a roundabout. And it doesn't happen very often, does it really, with Gary in the car? No. Gary doesn't come around too often.
Gary's, I think he's got an adult life now, so
yeah, exactly. He's got kids, he's got a wife and children, you know, so he doesn't come out in the cars very often. But yeah, so you can see that these cars are entirely capable of doing this thing. So yeah, so we'll be seeing Jake on the channel probably quite often. We're going to be doing a podcast when I get a car that's capable. Don't know what my voice did then. When I get a car that's capable of drifting, Jake is going to be teaching me how to drift, and then hopefully we can get into the JDM side of it. I'm hoping for big things for the channel, and the only way it's going to happen is if you guys smash that subscribe button, smash the like button, and we can build the channel up. I want to get this channel a lot bigger, and the only way it happens is from you guys watching back at home. So if you did like the video, guys, please do press that like button and smash the subscribe button, and we'll be seeing you in the next video. Peace.